cryptocurrency? What is Bitcoin? How do I get started? This thing they are doing, I don't even understand. If these and many more are your worries or your thoughts about what cryptocurrency is all about, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Yellow Digital Hub, where we talk about all things digital marketing and online business. Today on the Cryptocurrency for Dummies show, I have an exciting guest who is going to talk to us about, who's going to share what cryptocurrency is all about in the very simplest terms. And her name is Bimbola Adekunle. She has learnt the ropes over the last 8 to 10 months, and if you're a novice like me, this video is for you. Without further ado, let's get started with Bimbola.
So we're happy to have you on the show, Bimbola. And
hello, everybody.
First question to you is this: what is cryptocurrency? You're going to tell us like you're explaining to a baby, because it seems so complicated and a lot of people don't quite understand what it is.
What is cryptocurrency? Let me start with the history of money, because cryptocurrency in a sense is money. So let me start with the history of money. We know that human beings started with human beings started with farming. You farm what you need, and that's it. So they started to have surplus, and they found out that some people were better at fishing, others were better at farming, some were better at hunting, and these people were having excess while some were not having enough of certain things. So they started to exchange, which is what we know as exchange by barter. So if you had excess crops, you could exchange it for excess meat or fish that somebody else had. But it became cumbersome. Imagine somebody killing an elephant. How is he going to carry it to the person that has yam and carry it to the person that has oil and begin to share it? So it became cumbersome, and they had to find a means of quantifying, and that's how we got in Africa. We started using cowrie shells. Some parts of the world, they immediately went to using copper coins and other stones like that, gemstones. Mm-hmm. But in Africa, we started using cowrie shells. So you know that 2 cowries is approximately maybe a 1 kg chunk of meat. 2 cowries will get you a tuber of yam. Mm-hmm. So it became a means of exchange, and that's how money started.
Okay.
Then cowries couldn't quite cut it anymore, and human beings discovered gold, and then gold became too heavy to carry, and that's how we got to having fiat, which is what we have as currency today, as the dollar, naira, euro, yen, pound, because it was much lighter to carry around than carrying gold. So you find the equivalent of gold in fiat. But then again, we evolved. Human beings are always evolving. So instead of carrying, there was a time when you had to carry money in briefcases and Ghana must go. So instead of carrying that, we developed a way of using the debit card, the credit card, where your money is on a card and an electronic device where you can just swipe it and you make your payment. And what happens is it goes from your own bank to the receiver's bank, whoever, and then it travels around like that electronically. So the card just notifies your bank, take this money and pay this person. And that's how we started moving around. And then we stopped using card. Now you can use your phone to do virtually anything. Now crypto is the next step after wire transfers. Crypto is virtual money. Now there is no fiat involved at all. This is just, let me just say, air money. It's just the way your computer is there. If you believe in the web, you believe in the internet, there's no reason why you can't believe. I mean, you use the telephone, you use the telephone signals, but you use the telephone. Same thing with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the next step after wire transfers. It just means that you're not holding on to physical money, which is true. Now, it brings me to the fact where people say that cryptocurrency is not for real. What makes you think that the fiat, the naira, the dollar that you're spending is for real? Because one central bank somewhere tells you that they have $200 billion worth of gold in reserve. Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's true.
Have you seen the gold? Does it actually exist? Because they tell you it exists. Does it exist?
Well,
yeah. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
Exactly. But they say they have gold reserves for it. So also it's the same thing with cryptocurrency. So they tell you that they have $100 billion worth of fiat converted into cryptocurrency. That's the next thing. So you don't have to use your fiat anymore, just use cryptocurrency equivalent. What it means is that it cuts out the banking system, which is a whole new conversation for later. So that is how cryptocurrency came to be, and that's what cryptocurrency really is. We don't now need to deal in hard currency anymore, either electronically or physically. Anyhow, we have absolutely no need for it anymore. The world has gone digital, so why aren't we spending digital money? Cryptocurrency is digital money.
Okay, that means our money can be in the air right now.
Yes. Who told you it's not in the air right now?
Okay. Now I know that. Okay, cryptocurrency is digital money. In my own words, I can say it's air money, money in the air. But
Yes.
like you said, we don't know whether, we just hear that central bank has 10 billion trillion gold. We don't know what it is. But
Yes.
same goes with stocks. You know, what the stocks, you are buying stocks, particular company, and all of that. So I want to know, and I'm sure a lot of people who are watching who are also wondering, why can't I just buy stocks? Why is this cryptocurrency coming again? Since it is air money, I can't see my stocks. I know I have it in value somewhere, and then crypto is here. So why do I need to still? Don't you want me to get left out in this cryptocurrency thing that everyone is talking about now?
Yes. Okay, so the difference is that cryptocurrency is subjected to virtually no human influence.
Okay.
And I'll explain. Virtually no human influence. Let me start with stocks. Stocks are part of a company or maybe commodity. Even if it's a commodity, it's owned by a person or group of persons, or a company is owned by somebody. Now, if somebody mismanages, or even things happen and the company goes down and goes under, what happens to your money is gone. It's human influence. Even if it is somebody that just wakes up one morning and says, you know what, I'm taking out somebody who has 51% shares in a company, I take that's majority shares, and then they take out the majority shares, the company is going to crash. What happens is those that have the minority shares that will suffer for it, you know. But in crypto, technically that cannot happen, because cryptocurrency runs on what we call a smart contract. It's a contract that is written, that is designed to not be influenceable by people. It is locked. It is locked by a series of computers called minds all across the world. It is, unless all those computers come together at the same time and shut down at the same time, or execute the same command at the same time, nothing can happen to the smart contract on which cryptocurrency is based. Absolutely nothing. It is watertight. And the good thing about it is that there are some, it's an advanced world now. There are some companies that are called audit companies that audit smart contracts. So they audit it to make sure that there are no loopholes. It's just like a programming language, but there are absolutely no loopholes in it. And cryptocurrency, there is no loophole. There are, of course, in every business, there are unscrupulous people. The same thing with cryptocurrency. There are people who come in and they just pull the rug. Let me not just start using it. They come in specifically to take your money and go.
Okay, so I don't want you to go into that, because we're going to talk about that in the next episode. Now,
Great.
I want to ask a final question for this episode.
Okay.
First, it was Bitcoin that we knew. Bitcoin, BTC, all of those things. Now there are more than 1 million coins. There is BTC, Bitcoin, there is Ethereum, there is shitcoin, there is Shiba, there is a Dogecoin, Boxing coin, all of those things. I like to know, because I've never heard of people ask me. These things are confusing. First, he said, "Oh, it's Bitcoin." So, how do I know which to buy? How do I know how to get started? Okay, I'm new. You just told me what cryptocurrency is about. It's digital money, and I want to get involved in digital money. Which of these coins should I buy?
Bitcoin is the grandfather of them all.
Okay.
It's what started this revolution. Okay, a lot of other coins, a lot of other tokens are built on the Bitcoin chain.
Okay.
There are some other strong coins also that have their own chain, which is, like I said, the smart contract. All of them have smart contracts, but it's like the master contract on which other ones are built. Okay. So how do you know which ones to get involved in? You've got to check out their contract. Not all of us can read contracts. But there, as I said earlier, there are companies that audit contracts. So if you can get a coin that the contract has been audited, whatever, even investment plans, if the contract has been audited, then you're closer to being safe.
Okay.
Also, there's something called a white paper that a coin is supposed to have. What's the white paper? It's just basically a description of what the coin is meant for. Some coins have absolutely no use. If you start reading if there's no white paper, it's a flag. Not all that don't have a white paper are not good coins, but mostly you should be very wary of a coin that doesn't have a white paper. You should look into it more closely. You will find some genuine ones like that, but you should look into it more closely if it doesn't have a white paper. And if it has a white paper, there are some that are not really genuine that have white papers. If it has white paper and you don't understand what it's talking about, it is not a white paper. It's just to let you know that they have a white paper. So if you're reading a white paper, you must be able to understand what you're reading. Maybe not in depth, but you'll have a general idea of what you're reading. And then, of course, you must know who the founders are. Who are the founders? Who are those there? Check them out on social media. Are they active on social media? If they are not, and you can recognize them, you can find that people can identify with them on social media, yes, then you can go ahead and take the risk, of course, of doing it. Also, their market cap, what's their market capitalization, and then what's the use of the coin. You have coins that are for art, the NFTs. You have the coins that are for gaming, for charity, for space travel. There are specific needs. If you have a coin that is seemingly serving no purpose, then you should not be involved in it. However, the most important thing is for you to do your due diligence by yourself. Nobody can tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. Olamide can't tell you what to do. You have to do your due diligence by yourself. Go with your gut, go with yourself. I am not an expert. This is not financial advice. I
like that disclaimer.
It's not financial advice. I'm just telling you from my own experience that this is how I go about it. So you can just learn from it, but do your homework by yourself.
So in the next episode, we're going to be talking about why cryptocurrency is not a get-rich-quick scam. So Bimbo, I know you're not an expert, but you have actually helped a lot of people get started in cryptocurrency. How do we get in touch with you?
I'm sure you will leave a link in the description.
Definitely I will. But just say it. Not everybody reads.
Just send me an email. And if I say it, you probably will miss it out. So just copy it from the link.
All right. So just go into the description link below. And I'm going to put it on the screen to get an email address. So make sure you click the subscribe button and share with your friends who want to get started with cryptocurrency, because we're going to be updating this playlist with the next episode. Is cryptocurrency a get rich quick scheme? Well, we'll find out from the next episode. So join us again on Yellow Digital Hub, and bye for now.